Welcome back to another live here with Design Bundles. Today, I am so excited because we are going to be using a bundle that is completely free. So I don't know if you guys know right now, but we have a bundle. It's called the Plus bundle, and it's completely free. Not only is it completely free, you can click on this QR code I believe we'll have right over here, and that's going to take you straight there. It's also going to include 1 month of free Plus membership. So if you guys are not already a Plus member, you guys are going to get 1 month free included with that. But this bundle is completely free. So if you guys have not already added it to your cart, downloaded it to your computer, you're not going to want to miss this. So we're going to walk all the way through that. So while we are joining, you guys let me know, where are you guys crafting from today? Where are you guys at? What are you guys working on? Some back to school stuff? Who's working on Halloween and fall stuff? And maybe even some Christmas things. I want to know all of the details in the comments down below. Now, also, make sure you guys stay tuned all the way through because we're going to do another little bit of a sneaky giveaway today. We're switching it up, so make sure you guys don't miss that. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so while we are just now, everybody's joining, like I said, there is a QR code right here. So the bundle that I'm using today is completely free. So, normally our bundles are worth like, $300, $150, whatever it may be, and it may cost around $20 or so. This thing is completely free. The value is almost like $185, completely free. And there's bundles inside of here. And so you have all of the things for Halloween, fall. We're fixing to walk through it. So let's go ahead and pull open my screen here. So let me go ahead and walk you guys through. And as you guys are joining me, hello, hello, hello. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below if you guys are enjoying this. We truly do appreciate it. And it does help support our channel. Just that simple like is truly, truly helpful. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with this bundle completely free. You can see that here. All you simply have to do is in cart, click to checkout. So you're just going to add it to the cart. You can see mine says in cart. I've already actually even purchased this, but purchased it is completely free. You guys have 23 days left, 9 hours, etc. Right? So 23 days left to snag this thing. I would snag it right now. So as soon as we're done live, make sure you head on over, snag it right away because it's completely free. And then, like I said, if you guys are not already one of our Plus members, you're going to get a month free included with this. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll down and see what is included. So one of the things right away that I'm excited about are these little coin holders here. I don't know if you guys have seen them or not, but we can actually make these with our Cricut using some leather and a little keychain to put those little quarters in. Super cute. If you guys are a bee fan, some of that yellow and black colors, you have a huge bundle here with that. And so this one right here, I want to show you all of the Halloween stuff today. So we're going to go ahead and click on those. So this one right here is a Halloween bundle with 20 premium designs. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of click through here. These are going to be perfect for signs, your wood rounds, your coffee mugs. Like this one right here, I almost use this design today because not only do I see this on a sign, I see this on a t-shirt, a doormat. I love this thing. So I'm super excited about that one. Once again, I could see this one on a t-shirt, not just the signs. I love this one so stinking much. I definitely will be making this. We've got these ones here, and then just kind of briefly scrolling through here. I mean, these are completely free right now, y'all. So you can see that this is normally $12.99 and it is included with this bundle. So we have some birth month flowers here. These are perfect too to put on some tumblers, keychains and things like that. If you guys are a fan of sarcasm stuff, we've got your sarcasm in here as well. We're going to actually be using one of them from another bundle today, but this one is the Karma bundle and it comes with 10 designs. And I thought it was so cute. Even like with back to school, I know what this is more, but it says driver of the Karma bus. It is so cute. What goes around, what goes around comes around, and then it's karma. But there is so many cute ones here I love as well. Once again, as you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm walking through, showing you guys the bundle we're using today, and it is completely free. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this one here. This one has 10 designs as well. This is another one of those wood rounds. Super duper cute designs, as you can see here. Absolutely love these. These would be really cute too to use some glow in the dark adhesive. So that way at night your sign glows on your door. I think that would be a ton of fun as well. All right, kind of scrolling through here. We've got your stickers here, some coffee stuff, which would be perfect for signs, coffee mugs, and all of that. We do have one Christmas bundle in here. We may actually have another one. Let me just show you this one really quick. This one's got to be one of my favorite bundles inside of here, just going into some Christmas stuff. This one has 20 designs, and I'm actually going to use one, like I said, today on our sweatshirt. So you probably seen that in the thumbnail, but this one has the cutest designs. I love it. Now, normally this is $5, completely free included. You can kind of see here, there's some really cute ones. These ones remind me too of that washed out look if you did like a screen print or something like that. So not only are these going to be perfect for t-shirts, signs, coffee mugs, you name it. So you can even see here that you could honestly make sticker sheets if you wanted to. So I'm going to quickly scroll through here just to show you a couple. This is the one I'm using today. Adorable. And then we have this one. Let's see, so stinking cute. Easy peasy. This would be perfect for a Dollar Tree mug as well. So this would be a great bundle to get started. You guys can actually make these, make products and sell them. So all of our designs and products come with a commercial use license where you guys can actually sell those products. So just quickly going through here, as you can see, I could scroll for days. There is tons of them here. So love, love, love that one. And then scrolling further down, so you do have some like 3D paper crafts for Christmas as well. If you guys are wrapping up some summer projects, we do have some of those things in here. Some tumblers here. So this is a perfect tumbler wrap for the fall time. Super duper cute. Love it. Backing it back up here, we've got some cards and stuff, Halloween stickers. So if you guys have not checked out, we've got several sticker tutorials here on the channel. Now, the one thing I always look at this too is I see these as sublimation designs as well. So not only do I see stickers, I could see these on t-shirts, coffee mugs, and all of the things. So don't just think of stickers when y'all see these things. And then we have, this is the one I'm using today as well. This is the other sarcasm one. I love it. So cute. Look at this one. It says the F-bomb mom with tattoos, pretty eyes, thick thighs. So cute. I love this one. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to come. I'm like an introvert. Like, even though I can go live here and I can talk to all of you guys, I'm definitely like self-reserved and I kind of keep to myself. So I'm definitely, if you guys are an introvert, raise your hand. I want to see some hearts down below. And then quickly going through here, this is the one that I'm using today. So it says, if only sarcasm burn calories. I love it. But there's really cute ones, like I said, inside of this. So you guys definitely have to check out this bundle. Once again, I know I keep saying it, but it is completely free. And it does include 1 month free plus membership as well. All right, so let's go ahead and start going over our supplies here. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my screen down here really quick. So let me go ahead and see. Trying to get back here because I couldn't see my own self. There we go. Perfect. All right. So welcome. I can see, oh my gosh, I love your icon, that little cricket cutie. Welcome, guys. So cute. So cute. Welcome. I'm trying to get back in the things, hang of things. I also want to say thank you to Michael for taking over my live on Wednesday. That was amazing of him. I had to make a quick little getaway. And so thank you, Michael, for doing that for us. All right. Now, if you guys missed our live on Monday where we went over some of those dollar designs. Now, by the way, y'all let me know down below. Raise your hands. I want to see some hands and hearts. Did you guys grab some awesome designs from that dollar deal? It was so good. It was so amazing. Not only Wednesday, but Saturday as well. So I hope you guys snagged some good ones, as well as this one. So I did this video. I included this on Monday. This is something that's new and trending. So what this is, it allows us to sublimate on 100% cotton. So if you guys have heard of direct to film, so you could get those transfers. So if you've ever ordered transfers through the mail, this is what we're creating. So technically it's a sublimation hack, but it's also a DTF hack. So this is the one that we did from the dollar deal. So if you guys snagged this design, it was the Christian bundle. You guys have to check it out. And it says, Holy Spirit activate. So cute. All right. So we are going to be doing these today. Now, to go through quickly, we are going to be doing a t-shirt. We're going to be doing a sweatshirt. And then we're also going to be doing a tote bag. So that way I could try out 3 different cottons to show you guys. And I'm putting them to test too. So I don't even know how this is going to work. So also, let's go ahead and start our first giveaway. So the first hashtag we're going to use today is #bronze. So for this one, we're going to give away 3 months of our Bronze Plus membership, if I can say that 10 times fast. So you're going to win 3 months of the Plus membership for the bronze. So just use hashtag bronze, and then we will draw a winner here in just a bit. So just use that in the comments. All right, so let me go over my supplies. So today I'm using my Sawgrass SG500. You could definitely use your converted Epsons for this as well. You just need your sublimation. This is not going to work with inkjet printers. It has to be some sublimation ink. So what you're going to need is, number one, you need pet film. Now, not all pet film is created equal. Now, I do know that if you guys watched our last live on Monday, this stuff sold out pretty quickly, but stuff like this comes in and out all the time. And there is a few other ones I recommended that you guys could try as well. You just want to make sure that it's geared towards DTF. That's all you need to do, and you're going to be good to go. So they're in bags. You'll notice that the powders are in bags and things like that. So we have the papers, number one. So this is direct to film paper. And what this is, instead of us, which we're going to use still our paper, but instead of using sublimation paper, you're going to be using this film here. So this film has a glossy side and then it has a matte side, and you're printing on that matte side. So once you print on that, then you're going to need the direct to film transfer powder. So what this reminds me of is embossing powder. So if you've ever used embossing powder with paper crafts, it reminds me of the same thing. So there's actually a white and a black. So the black is made for the black garments and things like that, so that way you don't have that white outline. So you may want to check that out as well. But I got this one, the white, because you're going to use it with a majority of things. So there is the powder and that's all you need. And then your sublimation printer, and then 100% cotton. So it's going to allow us to do that. Also wanted to mention the feel of this. If you guys have ever used transfers, it feels kind of like vinyl. It's pretty cool. So I think, so you guys should be using that hashtag bronze by now. I see those coming in. So as soon as we are done, so keep them rolling, and we're going to draw somebody live in just a minute. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So the other thing you're going to need is your paper. I wouldn't waste your sublimation paper. I would just use copy paper, honestly. So what we're using this for, and a piece of tape, this is the same sheet that I used from Monday. You can use it again. So what you're doing is you're going to get a piece of tape. I'm just using some purple tape. You can use painter's tape. You can use Scotch tape. You just want to make sure that you only have a little bit over on the side. You can hear my Sawgrass printer going. You only want a little bit over on the side that's going to be on our film side, and then get the majority on the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and drop our camera down here really quick so we can go ahead and line these up. All right, here we go. So what we're going to do is you're going to take that paper. You want to make sure that that matte side is up. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is with the Sawgrass, it's a little finicky and it just spits it out, or it'll print on half the page and then spit it out. And so if you do it like this, you don't have any problems. With the Epson, I have heard you can adjust your printer settings and it works just fine. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, so you're going to do it just like that. So once again, I have that matte side up, and then we're going to load it in our printer like this, because our printer is going to pull it in like that. All right. So the tape side needs to go towards the front so it can pull in that side. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all. All right, I'm going to bring y'all back up. Now, y'all guys cannot see me printing, but I'm actually just going to go ahead and start pulling this up here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and I'm going to pull up our first design here. Let's go ahead and start with our sweatshirt, because we haven't done one yet. So let's go ahead and start with our sweatshirt. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. So as you guys are joining, make sure you guys use that hashtag bronze, because we are going to draw a winner here in just a bit. All right, so give me just a minute to go ahead and get this loaded. So what I'm actually doing here, I know you guys can't see me because I don't want to show my whole screen, is I'm using the Sawgrass Smart Folder on my desktop, and I'm doing a drag and drop. So I'm going to go ahead and get my first design here. And so we are going to go right here. Give me just a second. Let's see here. I definitely got to get some glasses here too. I feel like I struggle. Anybody else? Let's see here. I like big bulbs. There it is. We're going to click on that, and I'm going to use the PNG version. All right, so we're going to drop that into our Sawgrass Smart Folder, and it's going to pop it up. Now, what I've chose here for my settings, I'm going to attempt to try to share this screen for y'all for just a second. So give me a minute, and I'm going to show y'all. All right, hold on one second. Here we go. Share. All right, so I'm going to see if you guys can see this screen here. Perfect. So with this, what I do for my Sawgrass settings once I get to this screen is I'm going to choose polyester, and then I just use everything the same. I leave it on my True Pix Classic, whatever paper you use, but I just choose polyester, and then you're going to see it's saying it's too big, so that's fine. I'm going to go to my layouts. I'm making sure it's on 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go to the jobs here, and I'm going to change that. So I'm going to go ahead and change my, let's see if I can change this just a bit. We'll go 10.5. And let's see if that adjusts for us. Perfect. So now that should fit on there perfectly. And so now I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and hit print. So I'm going to stop sharing this screen because if I don't, it's going to go ahead and go away in just a bit. There we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit print. Oh, wait. Boop, boop, boop. Hold on. I got to cancel this. Let me reload it. I got to be quick. Okay. I beat the printer. Okay. So make sure you already have it loaded in there before you hit print. But like I said, I have that matte side down, the tape going forward, and it's going to pull it in. So here in just a bit, let me go ahead and there we go. So it's going to pull up. Now, what we're going to do next is I'm going to line up a piece of parchment paper. Get this out of our way as well. So because the second, I'm going to drop you guys down, the second this thing comes out, you want to start working with those powders. And I'm going to go and get my heat press on. I'm doing 385 for 40 seconds. And I'm using the Cricut Easy Press 10 by 12 because it's going to cover everything perfectly. Once again, as you guys are joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. And the really cool thing, I think I got off just a little bit. I got it too close to my tape. So one thing to keep in mind is, I did that 10.5 is keep in mind how close it is to that tape. You guys will see it in just a bit. We are almost there. Perfect. All right, here we go. And it looks like, see how I've kind of got these lines going here? So that means I need to clean my print head, which I'm going to do in just a second. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and go on. So all I'm going to do from here is we're going to do this. I'm going to peel this off. And I'll definitely get a new piece of tape because that black ink right there. All right. And then we are going to, if you ever get ink, so I'm going to show y'all really quick. So if you guys ever get ink on a corner, like see how it got over there? All I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it off. So I'm just going to do it like that. All right. So you want to do that before you start your powders. And then we're going to go ahead and get these powders down just like this. Now you could go ahead and go all the way across if you want to, or you can get so much and then go across. Now you're going to be able to put the powder back just like if you were working with glitter or anything like that. You just want to make sure that it covers everything. All right, just like that. And then you're going to have it completely coated with that powder. And I think with the lines, I think it's still going to be okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So that way I'm not wasting it, but just like that, right? And so now we're going to go ahead and set that aside. Now, once again, if y'all missed that live, I talked about the fact that not all pet film is equal. So I've learned that some pet film is actually, it's actually acetate and stuff too. So once again, make sure it's directed towards DTF. All right, so here we go. Get that out of the way. I don't want to use that same sheet because I don't want to have the excess. And I think we're getting close. We're at 240 for 40 seconds. So in the meantime, we're going to prep up. This one's going to be our sweatshirt. So I'm trying to decide. You guys let me know. Should I use the white sweatshirt or the gray? So I'm going to let you guys quickly choose really quick. White or gray? Which one? White or gray? I want to do it on the white, but a part of me is like, I want to try a color, like the gray a little bit. Because one thing I wanted to show you guys today is I'm using a white t-shirt, but something for Halloween is really fun. Comfort Colors makes these t-shirts right here. They're called like Color Blast, I believe, and they're really cool. These are perfect for those Halloween t-shirts. They have several different colors. They have this gray. They even make sweatshirts too. Gorgeous. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way because you would be allowed to do this on here now. All right. Let's see. I'm seeing some grays coming in. I see white. Let's see here. White, gray. I'm going to go ahead and switch my things so I can see your comments live. Let's see here. I've got a lot of gray. Ooh, I do have a lot of gray. I feel like gray is definitely going to be it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and quickly move on to the gray. So we're doing the gray. All right, so there is that. So we're going to go ahead and get our sweatshirt here. So the first thing we want to do is just like normal, pull out our moisture. Now, the really cool thing about these, let me double check this one here. With these Gildan, these are Gildan Heavy Blend. They're actually 50-50. So you can sublimate on these. So the Gildan Heavy Blend are 50-50, and you can actually sublimate on them by themselves already. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull out any sort of moisture. You can do this right away. You don't have to wait for 385. I'm at 350. So we're going to pull out the moisture just as we normally would. And then we're also going to go ahead and lint roll just like we normally would. All right, there we have it. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this ready here. All right, and also I can see a spot up here. Seems a little weird to me, so I want to make sure I'm not transferring anything off. and we're going to get ready. So I'm going to go and drop you guys back down. So once your sweatshirt has cooled back down, you're going to go ahead and just figure out that center. Now, remember, we have powder here, so you don't want to really mess around. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of figure that out here. I think this probably looks pretty good to me. I'm so excited about this. I'm going to be wearing this thing all the time. It's so cute. All right, so next, we're going to go and take our heat tape. All right, just as usual. I'm going to go ahead and tape that down just to kind of help for a second so there's no shifting. And then we're going to cover this. Now, what I have found, I always sublimate with the Cricut Easy Press 385 for 40 seconds anyways for t-shirts. So it works perfect for this. So I have found the sweet spot. So like I said, we've done a lot of testing in the background for this stuff. So I have found for me personally, 385 for 40 seconds is the sweet spot. You just kind of want to hold it, make sure you got nice even pressure across the board. And then you don't want to peel this hot or you're going to peel up your materials with you in a sense. So you want to not completely cool it down, but you want it to be, I call it a medium is what I was saying. So almost right before it's cool. So not too warm, but a little bit warm, if that makes sense. So if you'll get the feel of it, I promise. All right, so we're going to go and do this. I promise you it is super duper easy. All right, we're going to move that guy out of the way. Go ahead and pick this up. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and cool this down. So I'm going to drop y'all back down. What I have here is I've actually got this is an eraser. It's actually from Stahl's. It's called a heat eraser. You can use an eraser. If you can figure out where to buy teacher erasers, it's the same thing. It's just wool. But you could definitely use stones. So at my other studio, what I like to do is flip this over on my granite countertop and it helps cool it down pretty quickly. But you could definitely use, like I said, a stone. If you go to like Lowe's and you buy like a little tile, you can use that too. So I'm going to get this out of the way because that's just retaining some heat. And we're going to go over this until we pretty much almost pull out that, so we pretty much almost pull out that heat. So while we're doing this, let's go ahead and do our giveaway. So let's go ahead and get this ready. We're going to pull it up. So we've been switching it up here. And so the way that we're going to be able to do this is draw it just like we normally do. So let's go ahead and hit that draw button. All right, there we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit that again. I think I missed it. Oh, hold on just a second. Just a second. We'll get it back up just a second. So we're going to go ahead and draw that one. Let's see. Okay. So we're going to get that just a second. So let's go ahead and move back down here. I'm going to drop the camera and we'll come back to that giveaway. Okay. So what we're going to do, like I said, it's still just a tiny bit warm. You can always test a corner. And as long as you see it's almost transparent here, we're ready. So we're going to go ahead and just nice and slowly peel this off, and we just sublimated on 100. This is 50-50, but it's the same thing if you were 100% cotton. It feels like a very light vinyl. So if you guys are familiar with Caesar Easy Weed, that's exactly what it feels like. Maybe even just a tiny bit lighter. So it's almost like it turns into vinyl. So it's like we print our very own vinyl. It's really weird. It's really weird the way this process works. And I wish we would have discovered this a long time ago. Now, this could have been 100% cotton, but I didn't have 100% cotton on this sweatshirt. So I apologize. But it's definitely the same because if we did this 50-50, the colors would have been light. So you guys let me know. This is one of the bundles inside. Like, look at how cute this is. It is so stinking cute. Trying to make sure I'm straight on there. Love this. And I think you guys did good on this gray. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous on this gray. Super cute. And you can see my lines and they're totally fun. All right, so let's see here. So go ahead and keep putting in that hashtag bronze and we will do it. Let's see. Okay, we have okay, here we go. You ready? Let's go ahead and try to draw it again. Perfect. There we go. Boom. Good luck to everybody. I am so excited. I am so excited about giveaways in general. All right, so dun, 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 dun. Who do we have? Let's see here. Sarah Applewhite. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching us here on YouTube. As soon as you're done, you can reach out to mel@designbundles.net. So just wait until we're done with the live. Reach out. Let them know that you are the winner of the bronze package, and they will add that to your account today. All right, so let's go ahead and keep on crafting. Now, what I'm actually going to go ahead and do here really fast, you guys can't see it once again, but I'm going to go ahead, go to my print manager, and I'm going to tell it to clean it. So let's see if I can do this. Printer utilities, and let's see here. I'm actually going to share this screen, so give me a second because this is good. You guys need to learn, right? So share the screen, and here we go. Let me pull it up. Whoop. I unshared it. I'm going to share it. All right, here we go. I think I got it. Perfect. So you'll get to the screen. So if you're doing a nozzle check, so if you see those lines, this is what you need to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a nozzle check first, right? So let's go ahead and hit nozzle check. So go ahead and take this screen down, because if not, like I said, it's going to go black. So we're going to take that down. I'm going to hit nozzle check. And so what this is going to do is it's going to print for us. And then I'm going to be able to look at it and see if there's any lines missing. If it is, we're going to do a head clean. So I can go ahead and share my screen again. All right, so we can go ahead and get that ready. All right. And it looks like we are missing a couple lines. And I haven't had to do this in a long time. So here we go. So the next thing you're going to do is go to head clean, and you can choose. So if there's nothing blacked out or out in my blue or my, magenta, I can go ahead and just tell it I want to do the opposite, the black and the cayenne. So is it cyan? Cyan? I never say that right. So you can choose to just, clean, 2 or 1 or 4, if that makes sense. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hit clean. So I'm going to drop the screen one more time. And that way, there we go. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and hit clean. So this time it's going to go ahead and quickly clean through there for us. And so I believe I did hit clean. There we go. Perfect. So it's going to clean it for us. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue to print on. Normally what I would do is after this clean, I would check my nozzle again. And if I'm missing stuff, I'm going to clean it again. Okay. So if you guys have been wondering how to clean, you guys just learned something new today. All right. So I'm going to go ahead while you guys are, this shouldn't take but just a second. But while we're doing that, we could probably go ahead, and I'm just going to prep up my next one. All right. So let's see. What do we want to do? You guys choose. Do we want to do the t-shirt next, or do we want to do the tote bag? And then when we do the tote bag, I'm trying to figure out now. From what I've understood is this is white powder, so it should help pop off, because the design I'm using for this tote bag has black lettering. So I kind of want to test it on the black just to see if it'll pop off. So do you guys want to use the black tote bag, or do we want to use the white? Because obviously it's going to pop on the white. Do we want to test these are 100% cotton tote bags. So do we want the white, or do we want the black? So I see tote bag, I see t-shirt. So let's go ahead and see here. Also, if you guys use, let's go ahead and start our second giveaway. So if you guys use #silver now, you guys have a chance to win 3 months of the Silver Plus membership. So this is the second tier for our Plus membership. So use #silver. So we're going to go ahead and let you guys start rolling those out now. All right. So while you guys are doing that, I see we've got tested on the black. We've got tote bag, black. I'm seeing some black here. I really think I want to test it too, y'all. And we know the thing works. So let's go ahead and do the black one. All right. And so while we're doing that, I think our printer's almost ready. So I'm going to go ahead and start just pulling up my design. Once again, y'all can't see this process, but I'm going to go ahead and get that thing ready to go. All right. So I am going to, and I'm trying to think. Actually, I lied to you guys. We can't use the black tote bag because the design that I'm using is all black. So I was thinking it was the sarcasm, or we could switch it. We'll just switch it. So I'll switch the sarcasm one to the bag. That'll work. Okay, so here we go, because we got to test it today. Here we go. So let's go to downloads. We are going to go to my sarcasm, drag and drop. And then as soon as my printer is done, once again, it don't take too long, we'll be ready to go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to jobs. I'm going to adjust this thing again. I'm going to do, let me see. I'm trying to decide. I don't want to do that long of a, so I'm going to measure my bag here just to figure out how wide I want this to be. I'm trying to think. I feel, okay. I think it was, I'm switching design, so I'm confusing my own self. Okay, so I think we're going to do the 9 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and do 9 inches wide on this one. There we go. Perfect. And so this is almost done. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and pull out our moisture and all that on the tote bag. All right. So for the tote bag here, to pull out my moisture, the one thing is I'm using a 14x14 mat, but if you have the 12x12, they fit in here perfectly. So you can actually put it on the inside to help with those seams. But my iron does go where it needs to, right? Now, make sure you guys are using that #silver in the comments below. So that way you guys have a chance to win our silver membership. #silver. All right. Now, once again, if you guys are just now joining, the bundle we're using today is free. It's completely free. You guys can use this QR code. We'll pop that up again really quickly. So you guys can use the QR code, which will take you guys directly over to that free plus, the free plus bundle. And also in that plus bundle is a free month of plus. So definitely make sure y'all check that out. So I think we are getting close. And I may have to end up switching. You guys are learning some stuff here. Okay, so I think that's good. I think we're almost ready. Maintenance and process. Sorry, guys. But hey, at least you guys are learning, right? All right, so let's see here. I think we're almost there. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead. I know it's going to stop as soon as I go. Loading for me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all really quickly because it's going to be easier just to share with y'all guys my screen again for that Plus membership, because even if we have to just to not do the t-shirt today, that'll be okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share one more time this this free bundle just to walk through here while we're waiting. All right, so if you guys are just now joining, like I said, this bundle here is completely free. So you can find it in the description down below. You guys can click a QR code. You just pull out your camera. You're going to take a picture of that, and you guys are going to be able to access this completely free. So this bundle includes so much goodness here. Like I said, there is stuff for signs for Halloween. We've got the Christmas bundle we just used. We've got sarcasm. We've got stickers. We've got cards. And like I said, it's all completely free, and it does include 1 month's Plus membership if you guys are already not a Plus member. All right, so I finally hear that has ended, so we can go ahead and drop that back down, and let's go ahead and get ready here. I'm going to go ahead and hit print. Oh, one more time. I almost did that. It'll stop itself because I got to load this. This is where I'm not prepared. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that pet film one more time. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and take. So I'm going to remove that tape. Now, what's awesome about purple tape is it should be pretty easy to peel off of here. There we go. I say that, but it took a little bit of my paper. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go and drop y'all down again. I'm going to show y'all a fresh one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take that tape. I try to make sure it's the same length. And if you get too long, you're going to want to cut that down. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this side here. I'm just going to make sure I have the most minute amount, just like this, right? So I'm having the most little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut off that excess. So just take it right up against it. Make sure you do not trim that paper because you don't want to cut down that 8.5 where it goes to your printer. There we go. Boop. Okay. Get this piece of tape. I feel like I got a piece of tape there. I did. Yep, there it is. Okay. So now we're going to do, once again, make sure. Hi, Mr. Coffee Pants. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much for joining us today. And once again, thank you for taking over my live last Wednesday. We truly appreciate it. I thought you did amazing. Loved everything you made, especially if y'all guys haven't seen it, y'all got to go back and watch it. He made the most amazing wood round for this holiday season, and I'm super jealous I didn't think of it. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and tape down. So you just want to make sure you're keeping everything nice and straight like this. So we're going to go load it back in our printer again. Fingers crossed, everything goes smooth. We're going to load it. Paper side up, and then everything should be going. There we go. So it's going to go ahead and pick it up for us. And then we're going to go and let that print out. While we do that, we're going to bring back in our parchment paper and get ready to put on that powder. So while you guys are doing that, once again, make sure you guys are using that hashtag silver. We will be drawing a winner here in just a bit. So definitely make sure you guys are doing that if you guys want to participate. Now, if you guys are watching us on the replay, make sure you guys join our Facebook community group because that's where we have giveaways outside of YouTube. So make sure you guys definitely check out our community group. All right, here we go. Perfect. Now, you guys see that absolutely came out perfect. So cleaning those printer heads, you see how easy it did? It did take a little bit longer than I thought, especially when you're live. It feels like it prolongs. But it was a nozzle check and then a clean. And now you can see it's perfect. And then you can see where I got away from that tape. I had no issues. So I'm very happy with this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drop y'all down again. And we're going to go ahead and do this. So once again, you see how I peel? And as long as you don't have ink on here, we can reuse it again and again. All right. So let's go ahead, and you can see again, if you get any of that ink like this, see how those little dots, I just cut it. Now, if you're going to be selling these transfers, and I'm not too sure about them, I'm like drying them down and how we would ship them and stuff. But if you were selling them, you'd probably want to try to find some way to clean them with a baby wipe or something like that. All right, so here we go. So once again, we're going to work quickly. So you just want to already have your station ready. And then we're going to go from one side to the next. So I usually just get something about that. And then we're just going to go ahead and do this all the way across. Here we go. Perfect. There you have it. And you guys should be able to see that powder just like that. And then here is our design. Amazing. So this is the one we're going to test on that tote. We're going to put it to work. So we're going to see, because this one's white, but it's almost like maybe it's clear. But we're going to find out together. We are going to find out together how it would pop on something black, right? All right, here we go. Because obviously we know it's going to work on that white tote. So here we go. So let's go and get ready. We're going to get this guy back down here. We've already pulled out the moisture. We can go ahead and lint roll just like that. And then we are going to get this guy right here. Wish me luck. We're going to see if we're going to be able to see this on here. See, and once again, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if it's my fingerprints, but I always see stuff like this. I can see a little bit of like shadow, and I'm like, get out of here. All right, so there we go. I'm going to drop mine right about here. I'm going to tape it again, just to make sure I don't shift when I go down. So I'm going to do this, this, and this. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up here, and then we're going to let it go and hit go for 40 seconds. Once again, 385 for 40 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and let this go. You guys let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's going to work? Yes or no? So go ahead and comment down below, yes or no. Are we going to be able to see the black? I really have high hopes. And I'm telling you, this is supposed to be, it is white. It's white powder. So I'm very curious if it gives us a pigment background to where it would pop off really good on this one. So that'll be very interesting in its own. Now, if you guys want to see for the next t-shirt, you guys can also comment. Do you guys want to see me put the design, since I'm doing the all black, do you want to see it on this purple t-shirt, or do you guys want to see it on the white? So down below, put purple or white. Here we go. We're going to move this out of the way. Moment of truth. I see some yeses going on. I'm nervous. I have a bad feeling about the black parts, but here we go. Here we go. So we are going to go ahead and get ready. Oh, I was going to peel it. We got to cool it down. I got to wait. I got to calm myself down. So we got to go ahead and start to cool this down. So while we cool this down, again, are you guys ready to go ahead and do another giveaway? So let's go ahead and draw the winner for the silver. So I think we are ready to go. So let me go ahead and pull that back up here just again. So just a second. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and hit draw. There we go. Perfect. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Good luck to everybody. I'm so excited that you guys are here to participate. I am so excited for this, and I'm living for this. So congratulations to Dell Rinder. Am I saying that right? Right? I'm not going to butcher your last name. So congratulations to Dell. You are the lucky winner for our Silver Plus membership. So make sure you reach out to mail@designbundles.net after we're done live. Let them know that you are the winner of the Silver package. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this once again until it's almost cooled down. We're almost there. All right. So after this one, we're going to get ready. We're going to do one more giveaway here in a bit. I'll announce that hashtag in just a bit. So what do we have? Let me go back to my comments. I want to see, we're almost there. So I want to see really quick. What are we saying? Is it purple or is it white? What am I hearing? All right. Let's see. Purple. I'm seeing a lot of purples. Oh, that purple. I love the purple. I'm so excited. Y'all are saying purple. All right. So I think we're going to be rolling with that. All right. So I'm going to attempt to pull this. Let's drop it down. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see how it's going to work. All right, so here we go. So it's sticking. It's definitely did its thing. We can see it a little bit, but I want to say the black's a fail. I want to say it's a fail. I guess you guys can definitely agree with me. I think you guys are going to agree with me. So I don't know. It's definitely not. It almost reminds me too of a little bit of like glue. You know how whenever you guys have like some glue coming out of, that's just what it reminds me of. I mean, it's almost like if you wanted to do a tone on tone thing, but I'm not a fan. I think it definitely would pop a whole lot better. So the white is not giving us enough white. So I've tested it now. All right. So I've tested it for y'all, so y'all don't have to. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and print my next one. So we are ready to go. So while we do that, and then once again, remember, we're going to do Q&A and then we will announce the last winner. So all you have to do is use hashtag gold. And this time we're going to give away 3 months of our Gold Plus membership. So you guys definitely want to make sure you guys hit the hashtag gold in the comments below for a chance to win. All right. So while we do that, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start printing, because this time I'm ready. And before I hit print, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my supplies because I'm going to do it correctly this time. So let's see here. I want to make sure, because I do have a little bit of ink, and I'm going to try to like clean it off a little. I think we're good. All right, perfect. I just don't want it to go back to my printer and drag any ink there. All right, so I've got the matte side up. All right. And then I'm going to load this in my printer, and then I'm going to hit print this time. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. Here we go. Perfect. So you want it to look just like this. Once again, that matte side up. You guys can use that QR code. You guys see that QR code on the screen? You pull out your cameras. You guys can hit that, and that's going to take you guys straight to this free bundle. All right, so here we go. I'm going to put this in here, and then we are ready. So I've got that down, and I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop. So let me go ahead and find my design. All right, let's see. This one's really cute. Now, the really cool thing is, like I said, y'all can't see, but just a minute, y'all will. I'm going to go and drop it in here. This one here is actually made for one of the door hangers. So it's actually made for a wood round, but that's what I'm going to show y'all today. You can use these on t-shirts, and I was actually going to do this on the white tote. It would be really cute for a book bag or your Halloween tote bag this year. It'd be cute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to my jobs. We're going to change this to 8.4, and there we go. We're going to bring that circle in just a bit. Now, I kind of wish, let me actually, if you guys, let me see, I'm trying to think of how I could do this because of the design. Let's see, because I don't want it to be too small. Give me just a second, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and bring open Canva, and then I'm going to see if I can't show y'all what I'm going to try to do here. I'm going to show y'all a little trick, so give me just a minute. Continue. And here we go. Let me see here. And I'm going to explain what I'm trying to do. So sometimes with a design, give me just a minute. Let me go ahead and create. Let me go ahead and pick a custom size. We're going to do the 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 11. Make sure once again that you guys are using that hashtag gold. Give me just a minute. 8.5, because if I don't do this, it's not going to print for what I'm wanting to do. So I just want to make sure. Create new design. There we go. All right, give me just a minute. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I think we got a yay. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Agata. She's on top of it already. Woohoo. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to drag and drop my design. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop. I don't think y'all can see where I'm dragging and dropping, but it will be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just drag the JPEG because I've already put the PNG. Now, what I want to show you what I'm talking about is I've discovered this. So sometimes with designs, you see this white border around here. Sawgrass wants to measure around that. They're wanting to count that in. So when I got to put this, say for example, I'm going to print this and I tell it I want it to be 8.4 wide, I'm only actually getting from here to here. So I'm probably getting around 7 inches possibly. So this is what I've learned to do. Come in here, bring your design to Canva really quick. And then you can scooch this over. And then we're going to scooch this guy down just like this. And then the same thing, I'm going to bring it all of these sides here. All right, really quick. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to share and I'm going to download it to my computer. And I'm going to tell it that I want it to be a PNG and download. Boom, easy. Oh my gosh, look at those confetti. Those are so different. I did not know those were there. All right, so here we go. That is so funny. All right, so we can go ahead and drop our screen now. So now I'm going to go back to, and I'm going to start printing this. So give me just a minute, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop. I need to get rid of all of these screens out of my way so I can see. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit cancel on this print. And we are going to drag and drop the new one. All right, here we go. So I'm going to drag and drop. So that's a little trick for you guys because sometimes those designs, it's just because of that white background, it'll do that sometimes. And it's such an easy fix. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to jobs. I'm going to tell it I want it to be, oh, you know what I did? I did not think here. I got to go back. Y'all guys don't hate me for just a second. So I'm actually going to stretch this across. Let me show the screen one more time. I did miss a step. I am so sorry. I apologize. So I'm actually doing now is once you get rid of that white background, you want to stretch this guy. And potentially you don't even have to get rid of it. You could just stretch it until it's from edge to edge, right? So now I'm happy with that. I'm content. I'm going to save it one more time. All right. And we're going to hit download. We're going to download it again. And then I'm going to go ahead and now I can drop my screen. So I'm ready to go this time officially. I promise we are ready. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that down. Here we go. So I'm going to drag this over. All right. Let's see here. Perfect. So I'm going to drag this over to my printer so I can print this guy out. And then, so make sure you guys are using the hashtag. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag gold, like I said. So I'm going to share this screen. So 1 second, because I want to make sure y'all know what I'm talking about. So give me just a minute to pull this open. So I'm going to stop this and then I'm going to share. So I know I'm all over the place, but I love to share because I want to make sure if you guys are struggling with anything, it's an easy thing. All right, here we go. Perfect. So you guys can see now that, oh, I shared the wrong screen. Give me just a second. Oh, I'm hot. I'm a hot mess this morning. Y'all guys, I just got back. And I went on a girls trip. If you guys are close to Missouri, I actually went to the Lost Canyon. It was amazing. Highly recommend. All right, so now I can share this screen. So here we go. This is the last project. I promise. We're almost to Q&A. So now you can see that it's edge to edge. So this is going to print perfectly for me because I didn't want to lose it. I don't want to have it on my t-shirt like this. I'm going to wear this t-shirt, y'all. All right, so now it's ready to go. So I'm going to hit print. We've already loaded that, and we're going to hit print. It's on the polyester, etc. So here we go. Thank you, Agata, so much. She switched that so fast. You are so, so good today. All right, so here we go. I appreciate. Now, if you guys don't know, Agata is running our live. We've probably got Brittany and Dawn down in the comments. These girls are what makes this possible, and many, many more. There's a whole group of us, and it really, truly takes a village to raise a crowd. I don't know what you would say. It takes a village to have a class. All right, so here we go. So today, since y'all guys said it, we're going to use that purple one. So we're going to go ahead and use it on here. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready with our... By the way, guys, we are in a thunderstorm, and I don't know if you guys heard that, but I did not know it was going to thunder, and I'm like, what is happening outside? You know what it is? It's these Halloween vibes. So it is the Halloween vibes going on today. All right, so here we go. Let's see here. Hot Mess Express is daily around my house. I'm telling y'all what, I'm trying to just get back down to normalcy. I feel like every time I get back to my lives, I'm like, what did I do again? What was I doing? All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh, this print is gorgeous. Look at that design. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. So look at that. Edge to edge, gorgeous. I want this design to be nice and bold on my t-shirt. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go ahead and pop this down. Peel this off. Save it for later. We're going to bring this down, and we're going to go ahead and work on our last craft. So if you guys have not used that gold membership, make sure you guys definitely use that hashtag gold down below. And also, I know I keep saying it, y'all, but y'all don't want to miss this free plus bundle here. It is amazing. Also, if y'all haven't checked out our Halloween bundle, definitely check that out as well. We have a really good Halloween bundle, and we have some videos coming soon for that too. So make sure you stay tuned. All right, here we go. Look at that. Perfectly powder. And there's our design. So cool. I love this hack. Y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think of this hack? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a heart. I'm very curious of what your guys' thoughts are on this hack. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to bring this back in. We're going to go ahead and bring back in our t-shirt. I love these t-shirts, y'all. I'm going to bring the tag up so y'all can see that. And if y'all are watching it on the replay, y'all guys can hit pause. We order our t-shirts from Clothing Shop Online currently, and I believe we may have it linked. So one of the t-shirts or sweatshirts may be linked, and you can find it there. All right, so here we go. So we're going to go into this, and we are going to go ahead and pull out any sort of moisture and smooth everything down. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Look how cute these are. Aren't they so cool? And we could definitely make these. If you guys want to see a tutorial on how to make something like this, let me know because we'll do it. All right. So I'm loving some tie-dye stuff like this. By the way, we do have a tie-dye sweater coming up, a sublimation video. So make sure I'll stay tuned on that as well. All right. So here we go. Let's not skip a step. Let's go ahead and get our lint roll here. And make sure you guys, if y'all have any questions, y'all guys hit them in the comments below because we're about to get ready for Q&A. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this here. I think that looks good. You want to be about 3 to 4 fingers down is where you want to be, okay? So I'm thinking that's pretty centered. And we're going to apply 2 pieces of tape to be safe. And boom. I'm telling you, it is raining out there like crazy. So fingers crossed we do not lose our service. All right, here we go. Boom. So we're going to do the same thing, 385 for 40 seconds. We're going to go ahead and hit go. All right, so here we go. So I see you guys putting in that last minute gold. So hashtag gold. You guys just got a few more minutes left here. We're about to get ready for Q&A, like I said. So if you guys have any questions about this process or what we're doing here today, definitely, like I said, comment those down below. We're about to get to that. We've got 19 more seconds, so we're going to reveal this on the purple tee. Like I said, I even have I'm trying to think what it's called. I don't know if it's called Storm, but they have a black one that is so cool for Halloween. And like I said, I have a sweatshirt in it. It is so cute. So let's see, we got 2 more seconds. I'm going to go ahead and pop you guys back down here just so y'all can see right away. There we have it, looking good. So I do have really, really high hopes for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and start the process. So we're going to go ahead and start doing this. So while we're starting to cool this down, let's go ahead and just start some of our Q&A. So I'm going to go ahead and move this out of the way. Do we have any questions? Let's go ahead and start Q&A. I almost messed it up because I was just going to start writing that. I almost forgot it. I'm telling y'all, I'm a hot mess. Here we go. So we have hashtag bronze. How different is the film from lamination film? You know what? I don't know. It's something we can try because I do have a video coming out where I tried graphics film, which is made for inkjet, but I did use sublimation and it does work. It kind of gives it a screen print feel where this gives it like a vinyl. And I did put it through the wash and it did hold up somewhat with that graphics. Like I said, there's a video coming soon, but I could put it to the test for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and switch it here. Give me just a second, and I'm going to go ahead and peel. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And like I said, this right here is actually made for like a door hanger, but it's so cute. It says Witch's Brew, stop in for a spell, open all night, coffee shop. Like it's almost like if I owned a little coffee shop or something. Like it is so stinking cute. I love it so, so much. Let me go ahead and bring you guys back up here so I can show you guys. All right, so here we go. How cute is this? On that purple. It is so cute. I keep looking up. I'm trying to make sure it looks gorgeous. I love this. And I do think the design here came out pretty good because remember, with this pet film, currently what I'm finding, I'm only finding the 8.5 by 11 sheets. I'm sure there's bigger ones, obviously. But right now, that's what I have to work with. So if you can find the bigger ones or if I find the bigger ones I can recommend, I'll definitely do that. So stay tuned. All right, so there we have it. So you guys let me know down below. What do you guys think about it? I love it. It's so, so stinking cute. All right, so here we go. So let's go ahead and continue our Q&A. And grab my mouse here. Let's see. Do you have to have a sawgrass printed to do this? And is it only 8 inches? No. And so I just talked about the paper, but as for the sawgrass, no, you can definitely do this with your Epson as well. All right, let's see here. Does the ink remain wet? So I'm not sure how long. I haven't tried that process. I could definitely put that to the test just so I can update y'all on that to see how long it will stay wet. I do think it obviously does dry down because you've seen where I may have tried to remove like the black and stuff. So it does eventually dry down, but I don't want to lose any little pieces. So I'm not too sure how long that is. Let's see here. Do you have to coat it with the powder immediately? Yes, you do. So with the printer, the reason why we're coating it right away is because it's wet. So that's where it's very saturated and that is going to cling to it. Now I've tried, because I'm telling you, I put a lot of tests going on. I've tried to start to melt down, like hover this above it and dry down the powders. Don't do that. Just get it flipped over, get it where it needs to go, and you're good to go. Let's see here. What is the powder? So the powder right here is actually made for direct to film, direct to garment. If you guys are familiar with those huge industrial printers that cost like $20,000 where you can put the t-shirt in and it prints on it, that's what this technically is. So this is called transfer powder. All right, let's see here. I have been trying to do onesies and it never stays. What in the world makes it stay on all cotton? So if you're talking about this material right here, I'm not too sure, but like I said, all pet film is different. And you might try, if you're trying this exact method, make sure you guys are doing the 385 at 40 seconds. All right, let's see here. What is the advantage? And also really quick, if you're talking about just sublimation, you can't just sublimate straight to 100% cotton. All right, let's see here. What is the advantage to this method? It allows you to sublimate on 100% cotton. So also, I technically see it more as DTF because it has a little bit of texture to it, like DTF, like direct to film. So what you're allowed to do, instead of having to pay thousands of dollars for a direct to film, it allows you to work with 100% cottons. It just adds an extra element to your printing services. All right, let's see here. What other question? Let's see how durable. It actually is really, really durable. Like I said, if you've ever played around or ordered or you even make the direct to film, 100% just like it. So it's going to wear. So one of the things I love about sublimation, it wears the best out of anything, but just like how vinyl or your heat transfer, the direct to film would normally maybe crack over time or peel or anything like that over multiple washes, it's just going to wear the exact same as it normally would. All right, let's see here. What kind of paper do you print on? So if you're talking about this right here, so this is called direct to film. Now, last time, and I'm not sure about the one we linked this time, we've been trying to find you guys more and more because this one actually sold out, but I would keep checking. So this one here, I'm trying to see the brand here. I think it's covered. It is called Off Nova. So it's Off Nova and it is 8.5 by 11. Another thing to keep in mind, some of them are like 8.3 by 10 point something. So keep in mind and make sure you find 8.5 by 11. And I think that was it. Let's see. How often do you have to clean the print heads? I'm going to tell you. So this is why I love a sawgrass printer. For this one right here, that's probably maybe the second to third time out of owning it for several years. So I have not had to, like even my Sawgrass SG-1000 at the other studio, I go months without using that guy and I won't have to clean it. It just randomly happens. And when it does, I can usually clean it with one. But really, honestly, out of owning the Sawgrass, the entire span since I started in like 2016 or 17, I have honestly maybe done it 5 times. I swear. It holds up really well because Sawgrass automatically cleans their stuff. If you ever hear your printer coming on and going, it's cleaning itself. All right, let's see. Have you tried washing? I have, and it's definitely holding up very well. Let's see here. All right, let's see. What are you using on the shirt right now? The white block. So, right here. So this is Stahl's heat eraser. So basically, if you've ever, I don't know if they use them now. I think mostly it's dry erase, which they would have. It's technically a dry erase marker. It reminds me when I was a kid, like the chalk eraser, but a dry erase marker, which I think you can find at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, wherever. But if you have a dry erase marker, that's all it is. So this is from Stahl's. It's called a heat eraser. But what it is it's wool. It's a definitely, I think it's kind of similar to, it's a heat resistant, if you will. It keeps that heat to it. All right, let's see here. My Cricut heat press is not big. So yes, you can. So actually the tutorial I have coming very soon, I did do that. And so yeah, you're just going to do one half first and then do the other 385 for 40 seconds, 385 for 40 seconds, and you are golden. So you can definitely split it up as well. Let's see here. Is the PET film the same as DTF film? Yes, it is. So PET film, and that's what you want to keep in mind. So they call it PET film, but what I like to try to find is where it says DTF, because I ordered some other PET film and it was actually acetate. So they get thicker and thicker. So they have the same name. So just make sure it says that it's for direct to film. All right, let's see here. How do you get the free bundle again? So I'll actually bring it up really quick. So there is a QR code. So you can either you can pull out your camera, open up your camera on your phone, and you guys can just kind of scan. Like if you hover it on there, you'll see a link pop up and you can click it. It'll take you straight there. Or if you're on your computer or anything like that, or you're on your phone, there is a link in the description. I think we may have one in the comments below, but definitely in the description below. Or you can even head on over to designbundles.net and then just go to our bundles. And let me actually show you, because I do want to show you all that. So give me 2 seconds to share my screen just to show you guys to make that easy as well. So give me a second. I need to pull that screen back open. I'm going to exit out of here. So let me go ahead and close these really quick. I think we do have it, right? So let me see here. Boom. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Okay, here we go. So let me pull it up again. So if you guys actually head on over, let's just say that I went to designbundles.net. So if you actually head on over here, it's first right now. So it's actually featured. So you can just simply click on it right here and it's going to open it up for you. So if you want to make it a lot easier, designbundles.net. Another thing you can do is click on bundles. So you can actually go right here, click on bundles, and it's going to pop up here as well. So you can also see our Halloween bundle and all the other ones that are currently offered. But the Halloween bundle, I do believe we're going live with possibly, I think next week and the following. So definitely make sure y'all check that out because we do have tutorials coming soon. All right. Do we have any other questions? I think that was it. So let's go ahead and get ready for the last giveaway. Yay, I'm so excited for you guys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. So let's go ahead and pull this up here. I'm going to hit draw really quick. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Good luck to everybody. Thank you guys all for being patient and hanging out with me. I really enjoy it. So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Nancy Foster. Congratulations, Nancy. You are the lucky winner of our 3 months of our Gold Plus membership, and you can start using it today. All you need to do is reach out to mail@designbundles.net. Let them know that you are the lucky winner of the Gold Plus member, and they are going to go ahead and add that to your account today, and you can start crafting with it. Once again, if you guys do want a free month of our Plus membership, make sure you guys check out that Plus the Plus bundle that we're using today, because it will automatically give you that free Plus, that 1 month of your Plus. All right, so thank you guys once again. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below, and we will see. I almost did my pre-record. I'll catch you guys on the next one.